I'll start the recording. Okay, hello and welcome. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing pretty good. This is a stream, which I wasn't expecting to do really. But, well, I was expecting to do at some point, but hey, an update for a game which I quite enjoy came out briefly. Came out recently, like 15 minutes before I started to stream. And I was thinking, ooh, I'd like to have a look at that. But I had to finish Dark Souls first. So we defeated Lord Gwyn and the Asylum Demon. And yeah, now it's after that. I was umming and ahhing about whether I'd do this or not, because it is quite unstable. Stop being vague, Mick. This is Voices of the Void. A game which I quite enjoy. If you haven't seen this, I've done quite a few videos of it, but they've all been local recordings. Is that thingy working? Let me see. One moment. That work? Hold on one moment. Yeah, okay, there we go. People behave. I have chat up on screen. A first. I don't usually have them on screen. But I thought for this, sure, why not? Where was I before? Oh yes, I've done a lot of local recordings of this game. I quite enjoy it. It is a monotonous monotonous task game where you go about maintaining satellites and getting signals from space, and spooky stuff happens around. There's not a lot of jump scares, like loud noises. There are occasionally. I know of some of them. I hope none have been slipped in because this is going to be a Halloween version of it. Let me start the game. But yeah. We'll play some under the understanding that this is a unstable version and there's possibly going to be bugs. That one, I think. There we go. Okay. We'll probably just be running around the base and seeing what happens. I'm probably going to play Infinite Mode, because I've done the storyline. I'm not terribly interested in it. I just kind of want to see what random stuff happens. Got to render the icons, because it's a different version. As it says, super unstable. So if I do future ones of this will probably be when the proper 0.9.0 version comes out. So let's wind down from high stress boss fights in Dark Souls to low building stress in a spooky horror game. Kind of a horror game. I don't find it particularly scary. Not like some people. I don't find aliens particularly scary. Let's have a look. I think this has changed. Drop-down menus now. That should all be fine. Okay. Oh, okay. That's how limited it is. It doesn't even have any of these. It's got a tutorial. Or a sandbox. And solar version for Permanent Bad Sunday. I guess we'll look at the tutorial. Never mind, we won't be repairing satellites. That's not in the game. That's fine. I haven't actually done the tutorial, because I know enough about the game without having to do that. But you're not really going to get to see what the game is like from this. Welcome to Voices of the Void. This tutorial will teach gameplay basics, such as movement, interaction, and the main gameplay loop. These blue question marks are used throughout the tutorial. These are necessary to learn and understand how to play, so pay close attention to the information they provide. Tutorial will be explained via default bindings. If you have set custom bindings, please be aware that information may appear differently. Use WAS to move around and E to interact. Skip or move to the next stage of the guide sequence. Look at and use the question mark again. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the tutorial was something which needed a good redoing. It wasn't really sufficient in the base game. Might be forcing you to do the tutorial. Oh, maybe. Did I need to do that the first time? I didn't install this over my previous version, so maybe. I mean, we could do it. Now you can progress further. Finish this text sequence by pressing E on the icon. Go to the next room. Okay, there we go. I know there's a jump scare up there. At least there was in the previous version, so I'm not going up there. First stage will teach you controls. Basic controls are WASD, move around. E, use interact. F, flashlight. Hold F to change the shape of the flashlight. Really? That's new. Oh, okay. So you can narrow it. Huh, that's new. X is zoom. Spacebar is jump. Left shift is sprint. It's crouch. Attack fire. Right mouse button use currently held item. Tab inventory number row hotbar. Yeah. 1 to 9 corresponds to the inventory up the top of the screen. Ah, they've also changed the icons there. Food and stamina is different. Or sleep meter. And the flashlight's over on the left as well. And the points as well. Flashlight was previously over on the right. Okay, cool. Useful tip. You can vault ledges by looking at the edge of a surface and waiting for the crosshair to turn red. When you double press the jump key, it will perform a vault, pulling you up onto the ledge. I've got to do it over here. That's why the crosshair turns red? Because of the vault? Huh. What? Where can I find it? I didn't realize that... Ow. Oh. Pressing C ragdolls the character. I didn't realize that it turns red to indicate that you can vault. I thought it was just like, oh, you're hitting something, so you can't move. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. There are more advanced controls in the hints and tips menu, as well as in the bindings page in the settings. We recommend taking some time to go through and just familiarize yourself with these. Now for a more practical example of these controls. Walk up to the table and use the question mark to get started. Okay. Before we get started with the interaction, we need to clarify 2 points regarding grab and hold. When you grab an object, you're picking it up in that space and can freely manipulate it as you see fit, such as dragging tables or moving a book across the table. When you hold an object, you're completely holding it in your hand, which will allow you to use the item directly, such as swinging a crowbar or eating food. It's important to understand these differences. Pay attention to context cues, specifying if they need you to grab or hold to properly interact with them. Yeah, this is a bit of a confusing thing about the game. Here are a few methods of object interaction you can do. To hold an item, look at an object and press the R key to hold it in your hand. If you hold down the R key, it will store it in your inventory. To grab an item, look at the object you want to grab. While looking at it, press the E key and it will float in the space in front of you, allowing you to move it around. Hold right mouse button and move your mouse to rotate the grabbed object. You can also press the R key while an object is grabbed to take it into your hands. Holding R will allow you to take a grabbed object item directly into your inventory. Another thing to keep in mind. You can change certain game functions from the settings menu, such as swapping the hold R and press R interactions, or setting your L left mouse button as the use action instead of using the E key. Just take some time going through these settings to see what suits you. Why can I hear something bouncing around over there? Let's not ask questions. You mostly lurk so you don't end up backseating by accident. Oh, don't worry, I know quite a lot about this game, so I don't think you'd be able to tell me anything which I don't know already. I know there's secrets in the tutorial. Whether they're still here or not, I don't know. One of them, I think, is up there. Or it was. Those are new. Okay. To grab an item, look at it and press E. To throw a grabbed item, press left mouse button. To hold the grabbed item, press the R key. To throw an item you currently hold, quickly press R and left mouse button. To rotate a grab item, hold right mouse button and move your button. Use your mouse. Move your mouse. Move your button. Now press the button on the wall to spam a rock. To spawn a rock, pick up the rock and throw it at a bottle floating above the table. break all the bottles. I think that's different. Press R and left mouse button to throw. I think previously it was press E. Yeah, it was not E. It was hold down Alt and press left mouse button. Break all the bottles. Make sure the setting props impact physics is enabled. Otherwise, the bottles won't break and you cannot proceed. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Oh, I know it's active. You don't have to worry about that. Where is it? Miscellaneous? No. Customization? No. Graphics? Basics? No. Game? World? Prop impact physics. Okay. It'd probably be good if you said where that is actually located if you're expecting players to navigate to it. Well, it's on. It's there. Do I have to turn it off and on? It's on. Okay. There! Fine. You don't want me to leave? I guess it's spawn a rock if in case I move too far away. Or the rock... No, if the rock moves too far away. It's gonna keep throwing me off because the controls are different now. Yeah, that counts as broken, I hope. I wonder how many rocks I can spawn. Eh. Nice! Your bullet killing skills are remarkable. Now proceed to the next table. So many rocks. In this sequence, you will learn the basics of inventory and storage. To drop an item on the surface, press R while holding on an object. This will place the item where you're looking. If you're too far away from the surface to place, it will drop at your feet instead. To take an item into your inventory, hold R, middle mouse button, or press any of the hotbar keys, hotbars twice there, to take or replace a hotbar item. You can use the number row or the mouse wheel to scroll the red arrow on the hotbar to select interact with that specific hotbar slot. Yeah, mostly I just use the number keys. It's a lot easier. To open the inventory, press tab. Put a rock in your inventory by looking at the rock and holding R. Then press tab to open the inventory window. Can I move around here? Okay, I can. Good. I was afraid it was going to anchor me to this thing. I could serve a purpose here. I could try and break the tutorial. Okay. Pick it up, put it into the inventory. Here's the inventory. This looks pretty much the same as it was before. This is what we're wearing. We've got glasses here. Equip. Oh, that's... Yeah, okay. You got a drop-down menu, which I can't mouse into because it's attached to the cursor, so I need to press the keys, the number keys to use them. I mean, yeah, okay. Maybe put that as a right mouse button pop-up. So I've tried a few things in... This is running in UE4. I've tried a few things in UE5. I'm not a programmer. I was trying to get, like, hold down menus in that working. It's a little tricky. So, whatever. That may be fine. No, don't hold. Okay, just wear them. What else do we have? We have a flashlight. which has a battery in it. Okay, unequipping it removes the battery from it. There we go. Carry weight might be different. You want to say it was previously 350 or 450. Oh, it's 500, yeah. I don't remember specifically, but it seems like it's higher. And we've got a compass. The compass doesn't rotate when it's in my hand. That'd be neat. As the name suggests, precise placement allows you to put any object you hold precisely. Useful for those that like to decorate the space, or for utilizing space as efficiently as possible. To activate precise placement, hold the item in hand that you wish to place. Press and hold the R key and press right mouse button at the same time. This will project the wireframe of the object you're trying to place. Do mind that you have to keep holding R to stay in precise placement mode. Using the mouse wheel will rotate the item, and letting go of R will confirm item placement. Okay. No. See, that's grabbing. And you can rotate it that way. This is... I'm holding down right mouse button to rotate this. This is how I would mostly align things normally. But then you press... whatever. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I've done. This is a key skill you will use in the game. The crouch. That's not crouch. My glasses. The crouch. This one. Jump. Classic movement technique. Oh, the crouch jump. Right. Perform a crouch jump. Move forward and then jump. As you jump, press crouch. You pull your legs up. You should clear the edge of the ledge and be able to move forward. To be able to progress, perform a crouch jump up onto the ledge. Crouch walk under the nook and pick up the key card. Then go downstairs. Use this question mark for key card information. Well, there's a burger. Sure. The burger has a new model. I'm trying to put it down. There we go. I'm gonna get held up on the keys so much. Pick up the key card. There we go. Then we use it on the door down here. Some doors may need special access requirements, such as codes. Or in this case, the key card you retrieved from the nook. To open the door, hold the key card while looking at the key card slot, then press left mouse button. Oh, at the slot specifically. Okay, not just the whole thing. Very good. This is still the same, I think. This next area will cover various other interactions possible with certain items, such as throwing them, attacking with weapons, and other interactions. Proceed to the next icon to begin this stage of the tutorial. Oh, over here. There are a wide variety of items, from food and decorative pieces to fuel cans, weapons, and specialized equipment with unique functions. All functions of an item will appear within a bounding box when you look at the item. This displays the different functions you can enact on that object item. To use the item, hold E. For items with more than one action, aim the cursor over an item and use the mouse wheel to select the action within the context prompts, then hold E to perform the desired action. Some examples of possible item interactions. The cactus is a purely decorative item, and it can only be placed or thrown like a standard object. The burger is a food item that restores hunger. Some other foods may restore stamina too, depending on the type of food. Oh. Food has additional mechanics, such as spoilage, food fatigue, eating too much of the same type of food. I think you can turn that off in the settings. Temperature and cooking. All foods are more filling when heated up, and some foods can only be eaten after being properly prepared and cooked. If you cook food for too long, it will burn, becoming inedible. And also become as hot as the center of the sun. Many items in the game are usable, and will activate when the appropriate key is held. The MRE can be opened to reveal its contents, allowing for its consumption. Hold E to use it. Oh, that's new. MREs actually have things inside of them now. We got a stew tray. We have a food can. We have a nutrient bar. Let's say protein chocolate bar. A cracker pack. And a sausage chunk. Yep. Hold E to use it. Some items will display additional information. The gas can, for instance, displays the remaining amount of fuel at the bottom of the bounding box. Gas cans can be used to refuel weapon vehicles or machinery, as well as have their contents transferred to other cans. Batteries are useful for powering small devices, such as flashlights. Pressing use on the battery will replace the current one in the flashlight, but the current battery can also be completely removed by going to the inventory, selecting the discharge flashlight button, which will eject the battery into your inventory. Additionally, batteries will display their remaining charge at the bottom of the bounding box. Crowbar is one of many items found in the game. Keep it close if you can. To use a weapon, first hold, then press left mouse button to swing. No, I want to... There we go. Equipment. Some items must be equipped before they can be used. There are different ways to equip an item. Look at the item and hold down the E key to equip it. Hold the item in hand and press right mouse button. Equip the item from the inventory by mousing over the item and pressing the corresponding number key. To unequip an item, go to the inventory. You will see several square boxes on the right side of the window. This is the equipment panel. Mouse over the item you wish to unequip and then press the left mouse button on the item to remove it. There's a tinfoil hat. Sure, you can wear that. Containers are objects in the game that can store a certain amount of smaller objects, depending on size and volume. Use the barrel to open its inventory, which will open your inventory window with a separate window on the left-hand side. This is the inventory of the object you've opened. Put items in barrel, mouse over the item in the inventory window and press the corresponding number key for the store, which will place the item into the barrel. Yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah, sure. Considered heavy objects, you can be pushed around, folded and collided with. I think they're too big to put into your inventory. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. I like the slide. That's nice. The sound effects new as well. Drivers and drive boxes, a critical part of the game. Drives must be sent with collected signal data via the drone, but only drives placed inside the dedicated drive box will be counted towards daily tasks and rewarded points. First, select Use on the box to take off the lid. Take the drive and place it inside the box by pressing left mouse button on an empty slot. Then, take the box lid, look at the drive box, and press left mouse button to put the lid back on. Once done, the drive box is ready to be collected by the drone and delivered. Okay, yeah. That's the same. This looks different. Dunkeltaler. I think that means Dark Valley, the place where we would be in the base game, in the story or infinite mode. It's got a combination lock on it. Huh. Okay. I wonder what's on these. They've all got the same ID, so they're probably all copies of the same one. I'll take one of them. Many more mechanics in the game, too numerous, blah blah blah. Drone panel. Nothing can reach here. Yeah. This is a drawing panel, you know, call the drawing. There are various ways to type in the passcode. Press E on each individual key on the keypad. Use numpad keys to type in the password. Hold Alt and use the number row on the keyboard. Huh. Once the correct code has been put in, press E on the panel or the green button to unlock the door. Stage of the tutorial. Either smash or move the boxes blocking the exit. Then enter 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. No, I want to... There we go. Okay. You just tap E. Previously, you had to hold down E. No, right. There we go. That's weird. Because I can't see them, the sound is completely blocked by these pillars. Make a choice. What's this thing? Some paper. Is there anything over here? No. Some more paper. Let me go check something. Is this one breakable? Might be another one. Hold up, I want to check something back at the beginning. Whoa. Damn it. Slow down. Can't see the thing up there. Okay, never mind. There's a lot of secrets in this game, and I've never actually gone through the tutorial, but I know about a bunch of it. I've watched other people go through it, so... red, green, or blue? Green. Oh. Yeah, they all lead to the same place. This is a primary workstation, aka the signal table. Nearly all gameplay functions revolve around using this station, including scanning for interstellar signals and processing them, as well as other functions such as ordering items and monitoring the site. Station consists of 4 monitors: coordinates panel, download panel, playback panel, processing panel. The next stage of the tutorial will cover their use and operation. Let's go over the PC and its functions. Proceed to the next icon to continue. Wow. Desktop PC. Yeah. Use it to check emails, order items, and check your tasks. Floppy disks and zip drives are used to store and transfer critical server information to complete daily tasks. They are critical for getting the daily tasks completed. To use the floppy, hold it and look at the PC tower. You should see a disk port you can insert the floppies into. Oh, that's a floppy disk. That's a zip drive, right. Press left mouse button, the floppy will be inserted. Then go to the viewer tab on the PC to observe the contents of a disk by placing the data block tab on the menu. Opening the data block will show multiple data entries which can be moved between the disks and the PC by clicking on the Move to Buffer button. Once moved, you can eject the floppy disk out of the PC and take the zip disk and insert it into the zip drive. The same process is used for the zip disks. However, the zip drive is located on top of the PC tower. You will receive 1 zip disk a day for your daily task requirements. Once the zip disk is inserted, head back into the Viewer tab on the PC on the right hand side of the screen where the buffer data is. Click MOV to transfer the data block out of the buffer into the zip disk. Keep in mind that moving the data in and out of the buffer spends read-write cycles, and if the disk runs out of read-writes, it will become unusable. So make sure you have spare floppy disks on hand. What? I don't think they were that delicate. Once all data has been moved from the buffer onto the zip disk, you can eject the disk, ready to be sent with the other parts of the daily task. That's different. Is that instead of having the note with a written paper on it? So we're gonna have to put the hash codes onto the zip disk? What was this again? This is kind of complicated. Use the floppy, use it on the tower. Content between the disk and the PC. Right. And then you move information from the PC to the zip drive. Maybe use the floppies to get the hash codes from the satellites now. And then you use the floppies on the tower and... You'll learn about the PC in general once you get into the main game. Yeah. Use the icon to begin learning how to gather, download, and process interstellar signals. Ooh, that's changed. That looks the same. We've also got speakers. Oh, the sound's actually coming from the speakers. That's nice. Use me to spawn a drive. Okay, well that's just the upgrade system. Cram that floppy in the drive. No, hang on. I have to hold it. There we go. Okay. And then the zip drive. No, not that. Sure, just like how I remember it. Pick up the map. Oh, it's got a ball in it. It's a coordinates panel, critical for finding signals to process and send to your colleagues at ASO. First step in gathering a signal is to triangulate its source using the star map overlay. This is achieved by surrounding a found signal using 3 points to make a triangle. You want to make sure the signal ping fits. You want to make sure the signal ping fits. There are 4 crosshairs used in this process. Yellow primary crosshair. Red, green, and blue vertices of the triangle called radars. Right, okay. The steps are as follows. Use the keyboard to enter the coordinate panel interface. Use the WAS to control the selected crosshair. Use left alt to cycle through the crosshairs. Use 1, 2, 3 keys to bring the radar crosshairs to the center of the screen. This action must refresh for a certain amount of time, equal to half the cooldown. Alternatively, you can select the colored buttons on the panel itself to interact with the radar crosshairs. This will move the cursors to your current point on the star map. Select the colored buttons on the panel itself. Press left shift to perform a quick scan that locates nearby signals and shows the directions and distance where they were roughly detected. You will be unable to auto move any of the RGB crosshairs and only manual movement is possible. You can purchase upgrades for the PC to speed up cooldown. Once the triangulation perimeter is set, press enter to ping. If the ping is successful, the satellite will begin to rotate in that direction and gather the data from the signal. This panel has been fully upgraded. Lack of maintenance means we cannot guarantee the quality of the panel you will be using on your first day. Will function the same. Yeah. 1, 2, and 3 keys to adjust the radar, left alt to cycle through them. Or alternatively, click on the glowing buttons to cycle through the radars. The left 4 buttons are responsible for switching between the crosshairs, while the other 3 adjust radars to the main crosshair. Right. This screen displays the status of the satellites. A red bulb indicates the satellite is either in motion or not responding to commands. Green means the satellite is stationary and operational, gathering data. Vertical bar indicates how aligned the satellite is to the signal. Satellites will start gathering signal data once they're all aligned with the target and all the bulbs turn green. Oh nice, you can actually see directly here which satellites are functional. Looks like we got 4 here? I can see also there's like, it's cycling through them. Now, triangulate the location of a signal and begin the data gathering process. Okay. Use the panel. Locate a signal and triangulate its position. Remember, you want to surround the signal with the triangle you draw on the star map. Does it have to be a perfect triangle? Bring radar to crosshair. Enter. Start ping. Okay. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. Oh man, that's got a lot of slide on it. I'm like tapping the button and it's like zipping, zooming all over the place. Yeah, like, let go. Okay. So I guess they can drift around. Do I need to try and make the triangle as tight as possible? Damn it. I could... Hold on. There we go. Okay. Let's move this one down a bit. And there. That's more centered. Yes. Yeah, good enough. Okay. Now wait for the satellites to finish their rotation and detect a signal. I like the animation though. Proceed to the next icon. Need to exit. Press escape to exit. Okay. Then it would be over here. No, hang on. How does it work? It's been a little bit since I played this. It should go over here. But the satellites have to get into position. Oh. Okay, maybe this. This is the download panel. Data gathered from a signal will be displayed here. This can take some practice to get used to, so pay close attention to the instructions. Polarity filter toggle. Toggling this. There we go. Different sound effects. Polarity sensor can only be moved when toggled on. Also, how's the chat pop-up going for people? Is it going fine? Do you think maybe I should have the messages hang around a bit longer? Toggle it on. Polarity sensor knobs control the speed of the polarity sensor knobs. This doesn't seem to have changed. Each signal was defined by either the right, left, or linear direction. Yeah, this seems the same. So, I will surmise what this is saying. Okay. So, when you triangulate the signal from here, using this new method, it goes over here. Once the satellites have gotten into position in the game, they'll make noise. It will show up on here. And it will start appearing on here. This is the detector status. I think this is more just like how clear the image of what your of what this is. Then you have the download here. Which is affected by this. So you have the polarity here, which is controlled by these dials and this. When you go through the polarity, what I like to do is you flip this one on, and then you use these numbers here, 1, 5, 15. That determines how fast it's going to be going around. Like 1, you know, like 1% per second, or 15% per second. So, you know, and it moves it up and down. It makes it spin around. And it will, like, keep looping around. So, and then you'll want to get it back onto 0. So it dials into where the signal is, like, coming from. However, you'll need to, like, probably need to go through around once for each of these. Because there's linear, left, and right. So while it's spinning, you'll have, like, spin once on, say, left, and then spin once on right, and then spin once on linear, and it should pop up on one of those. Or it will pop up on one of those. And then, depending on which ones it's popped up on, you leave it on that, on this, and then you wind this down to 0, and this bar will fill up, and you want it as close as possible, 100 preferably. That improves the download speed. This one is a range from 0 to 1000, and you do basically the same thing with this. You flip the switch here to turn it on so that these buttons become active, and then it's like moving it either by units of 1, units by 10, units by 100, up and down the scale of 0 to 1000. This doesn't loop. If it goes up to 1000, you have to move it, you have to wind this back down to negative, so that it starts going back down from 1000 to 0. And you'll need to key this into a specific number, which will be different depending on the signals. It's not the same, but for the same signals, but you know, it will be a number like 357 or 725 or whatever, and you want to get it as close as possible to that. So you'll be moving it up and down here, trying to get it as close to the number. This bar will be filling up and down. You can see here that it's actually already kind of close to where the signal is, because we've got this wave appearing and this bar is slightly filled in. Hands up if you understood that. It sounds complicated. It's not really once you understand it. I mean, that goes for a lot of things. That doesn't help. There's a number in this in trying to get close to them, and there's just 2 ways to move the numbers closer to what you're trying to get to. So flip this on, and then you hold down, hold E on the knob, and you can look away, because now I can change the number using the middle mouse button. And you can see I can scroll this up, and you can see that little wedge there is moving around. And doing a full loop. Oh, we haven't come across anything. So now I need to flip the polarity. I've let go of E there to do that. I can't see anything still, so I flip it again. And there we go. I can see that it's actually going up. So I want to wind it down to 0. As close as possible to the number. You can see over here, F polarity. This number here is the percentage, how close you are to the number for this one. You can see here 17.31. That's for this one here, the incoming frequency. So 96.64. So if I can get that closer to 100. Which shouldn't be too difficult because I think this is fully upgraded. Oh, okay, it's going to stop me. Never mind. 99.12 is as good as we can get. And then you do the same as this. Ooh, we've got crackling sounds now. Hello, welcome, welcome. Dark of the Souls. Yeah, I finished Dark Souls really quick. Sorry. I would have kept it going a bit longer. But it really didn't take too long. I even defeated 2 bosses. I went back and defeated the, what's it called? Silent Demon. But an update for this came out, so we're doing this. The tutorial. Things have changed, though. This is Voices of the Void. This is a, I like to call it a, monotonous task and, occasional spooky game. Now wait for the signal to download. So you can see here, you need to get this to 100. Not this. The detector doesn't need to get to 100. Actually, I think in a previous version, the detector and the download both had to be 100 to be able to copy the file. That might have changed. It's usually only a problem. Well, I don't know. I guess if the equipment hasn't been upgraded, the detector might not finish by the time the file's downloaded. Usually the detector will have finished by the time the download's finished. Not the other way around. Maybe the real Dark Souls was a void of space. We've got to find signals for Lord Gwyn dying somewhere. The sound of him dying. And there we go. So it's done. Signal is downloaded. Now press the button to save the signal. Okay. Now it's over here. And this starts beeping, no signal, because it's copied it from here to here. The signal has been successfully downloaded. Now the time to copy it onto a drive. This panel is used to listen to gathered signals and analyze noise for encoded text, images, and additional information. Removing and inserting drive information to the signal table will require the use of drives. This is the drive slot. Simply take the drive and insert it into the slot. I guess not yet. Then press the orange button to import or export the signal in and out of the computer and on, to, or off the drive. This is the play button. Plays through all audio, visual, and text data present within the signal. The volume control. I like to put it on 30 or 40% because some of them can be quite loud. Hold E and scroll up and down to adjust the volume. This turns the spectrogram on and off if you've got it. Spectrogram shows up here. This scrolls through the list of signals. Currently on the playback panel, you can store multiple signals in here. I rarely do. I copy them onto the computer, if that's still a thing. And then you can copy them from the computer onto this. You can have a whole bunch stored in here, but not something I really do. This button adjusts the spectrometer contrast. Oh, there's 3 buttons here now. Useful for visualizing possible images encoded into the signal waveform. That's new. Previously, the spectrogram was just an image. Apparently, you can adjust that. Saves a copy of the signal onto your PC for you. No. That is the save button. That's not positioned correctly. It should be this. Any copies you save onto a drive will appear with an orange light. You need to process a copy in order for it to be valid to sell. Proceed to the next icon to continue. Hold the drive and insert it into the drive slot. Blip. Wait, I think that... Did that shape change? No. Okay. Press the play button. I want to turn the volume down first. Thanks for letting me do that afterwards. stop it. Export signal into drive. Take out the drive. Do not take drives away from the table. Bring it to the next panel. Yeah, okay, thanks. Processing panel. Final step is signal processing. This monitor will process the signal into higher quality and more useful data. Higher signal levels will also reveal clearer audio and images. Bear in mind that the processing panel must be upgraded via the PC to allow for higher quality signals. For the purposes of this exercise, the panel is fully upgraded. If this is the same as it was before, there is 4 tiers of process. There's unprocessed, level 1 processed, level 2 processed, and level 3 processed. Drive slot. Like the playback panel, insert the drive into the slot. Signal, import, export button. Right there. You need to press, when you put the drive into the slot, you need to press this. This will go red, but it's because it's stored onto the computer now. There's no copying in this game information from a drive onto a computer in this game. It's either on the drive or on the computer. This green button initializes the refining sequence. To begin sequence processing, import the signal into the table, then press this button to begin. Well, I mean, I can't do that quite yet, so pressing this button will terminate the current processing sequence. Keep in mind that the entire signal is terminated altogether, which will reset all progress on the current drive level, which will require you to start from scratch. Max process level switch. This sets the maximum level of signal will be automatically processed to. Like the spectrogram, this function requires the purchase and manual installation of a specialized module. They mean there that you need to upgrade you need to have the upgrade for either level 1, 2, or 3 processing to be able to use the norm. In game, I haven't really found a reason to to process signals to like level 1 and then play them. And then upgrade them to then process them to level 2 and then play them again. Your daily tasks will ask you to have either a level 1, 2, or 3 signal, process signal, and that's where it was useful previously. But like for the purpose of listening to them, at least previously, there wasn't much reason to play a level 1 signal when you could have it processed up to level 3. Place the drive into the drive slot. Import the data. Process the signal. Wait for the signal to finish processing. You can see the process there, a percentage out of 100. This might mean more now, but I don't know. I think the consumption is like how much power all the different things are using. I've never had a problem with it, and I've never paid it any heed. In the game, there is a choice to turn things off to conserve power for moving it to other things, but I've never bothered with it. Power consumption has not been so tight that I've had to turn off things. And the efficiency, I don't know what that's related to. Not related to the satellites, I can say that much. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Signal was finished processing. Now export the data back onto the drive. Press this again. It goes green. And you get a little blue dot on it. The blue lights indicate what level it's been processed up to. Insert the process signal drive into the playback panel to hear and observe the results. Useful tip. You can process signal copies from the PC to be processed using this panel. This will turn low-level copies into valid signals that you can sell. Keep in mind that sending the same signal over and over may warrant fewer rewards. But in this case, you've finished the signal gathering process. Now interact with the icon and proceed through the tunnel to the next stage of the tutorial. I guess we can listen to it again. If it will let me. Never mind. It's not gonna let me. Okay. Well, we can't listen to it. Does this place look familiar to you? No. Besides signal gathering, there are additional elements to operating the facility. Servers, console, power breaker. That's the power breaker. Those are the servers. That's the console. Guess this tutorial said I can't play with the machine anymore. Yeah. To learn more about servers, proceed to this icon. Might be nice to let the player fiddle around with the machine afterwards, just so that they can do the process again themselves. Like, put in, like, 5 other signals into the machine after the tutorial has been gone through, so people can practice the process themselves. There are 2 types of servers. These are new. Server upgrades. Satellite dish servers that are responsible for gathering data from spaceborne signals. As servers crash and go offline, downloading speed is slowed during the signal gathering process. Base servers are located inside the server room inside the base and handle the signal processing systems. As servers crash and go offline, processing speed will worsen. Oh, okay. That's the difference. Servers can be upgraded to help prevent failures. Though crashed servers will still require a manual reboot to restore the full functionality. Servers can also be repaired using specialized repair disks that can be inserted. Oh, are these the CDs? Okay. To insert a floppy disk into a server, hold the floppy disk, look at the floppy slot, and press left mouse button. Press the E key on the slot to remove an inserted floppy disk. Servers can be upgraded using server upgrades that are either purchased using the PC or crafted from various scrap materials. Try to repair the server by solving the various mini-games when interacting with a crashed server. Instructions for completing the minigame are displayed to the right of the puzzle. You can select the type of minigame you want to appear in your save options. Oh, there's different ones. Thank you. So yeah, this one is, you have to add this up. So 1 plus 9, it's 10, but you put in the units, the like, what do you call it? The first number in it, the 0, so 0. Then 14 for 8 minus 3, 5, 2. It goes into negatives, so 4 minus 6 is 2. You know math better than me anyway. There we go. And you get points based on how fast you do it. If you beat your high score, if you beat your previous score, you get more points. You get points again. Strange thing is that it used to allow you to keep fiddling with it until you figured it out how it worked. Huh, okay. 8, 16, 2, 3, 4, 2, 0, 0. There we go. If you get it wrong, you just have to try again. Console. Can be used to input various commands like pinging satellites, running dish calibrations, assigning compass directions, etc. A list of basic console commands can be found to the right of the interface over here. Try some different console commands to familiarize yourself, and when finished, proceed to the next icon to continue. Yeah, so you could do like, let's see, sv.ping, and it pings the satellites. All 4 of them, which are located in the tutorial. You can do sdcal all, which is another common one, which calibrates all the satellites. By pinging the servers, by pinging the satellites, you can see which ones have actually gone down. Then you'll have to go there and manually restart them. This is a real tape machine. It's another critical part of base functions and daily task completion, but it's simple to operate. Blank reels are inserted into the machine at the start of the day, and will gather auxiliary facility information over time. When full, place the reels into the reel box and just deposit them into the drone with other research materials to be sent back for analysis. This is new. Drive boxes, zip drives, etc. You will be sent fresh reels inside a reel box every day. Wow, we're using reels. Okay. This is a reel box. Yeah, that's a big reel of tape. Reel machine can be upgraded with a specialized module for improving efficiency. As efficient as a reel-to-reel tape machine can be. Proceed to the next icon to continue. This is like 60s tech. Oh boy. I mean, heck, it's neat, but... Oh, man. Breaker box. Directs the power distribution over 5 individual facility components, dividing total available power across the active systems and affecting their performance. As such, non-critical components can be powered off to redistribute power to other, more necessary systems. As needed, improving download speed or processing speed, for example. Components are listed from top to bottom in order of most power intensive to least power intensive. Breaker components can also be controlled from the desktop PC in the Components tab. When finished, proceed upstairs to the next stage of the tutorial. I think, though, if the power's been actually completely flipped off, you have to go down to the basement to flip them on manually, because the PC will be off. I'm guessing the PC then... Wait, hang on, how would that work? If you turned off utilities, would that turn off the PC? Low down noises, please. Keep going. Damn it! Another critical system of the facility are transformers. They are responsible for the powering of basic site functions and must be closely monitored to avoid total power failures. When a transformer reaches zero, power will be cut site-wide and require a manual reboot to restore facility functions. To repair the transformer, press the yellow button to the left of the red button to open the door. Use the panel to initialize a set of mini-games. The transformer is only completely repaired at the completion of all 3 puzzles. Solving the 3x3 grid requires all dials to be tuned so as the colored arrows are matched together. Completing the switches minigame requires the correct combination of switches, indicated by a full blue bar to the right of the switch panel. Finally, the sine wave game is completed by matching the blue waveform to its red counterpart, using the sliders and knobs to adjust frequency and amplitude until a match is reached. This is completely different. Previously, you just booped the button and it would reset it. Once all components are in order, close the maintenance hatch and press the red button to reboot the transformer. Transformers will degrade and need maintenance over time, though routine maintenance only requires the sine wave to be synced, and then pressing the red button. Repair the transformer to proceed. What was I doing? It's like... pipe dreams? Wait, hang on. Solving the 3x3 grid requires all dials to be tuned so as the colored arrows are matched together. Right. But doesn't that count? Oh, here. Okay. I see. But we can't do that because it's... Yeah, okay. And then this one is wrong. Ooh. Let me see. So this can either be blue or light blue. Yeah, that would have to be either... That would have to be light blue. Okay, there we go. That would have to be blue, so then I have to change that, but that would mean that would have to be blue. Dark blue. Okay, that works. That's not happy, because that has to be there. Okay. Then... There we go. Okay. That's tricky. Neat. This one was... What? Correct combination of switches indicated by a full blue bar to the right of the switch panel. Oh, okay. It's just, you have to match a binary. They either are on and off, and you just have to flip them on and off until this is full. Like that. Yeah. Then you have to match the sine wave. Like that. Okay. That's... Yeah, that's interesting. That's not too difficult. That doesn't do anything. Congratulations! Certification for operating Alpha Sign is complete. You are ready to begin your assessment. There is still much to discover and learn in the game itself. Far too much to cover in a single tutorial. Have fun. Jump into the hole to complete the tutorial. Way. Quit. Okay. There we go. That's a lot better than just boop the button because you let everything turn off. Yeah, it's what would you... And yeah, okay. Turned on other things. Halloween. This game mode contains spoilers for the story mode. Very spooky mode. Collect all 13 pumpkins. I kind of just want to play infinite mode. Let's see. That's fine. Physics damage, daily task, fine. No, keep that off. Change seasons weekly. Ooh. Yeah, sure. That sounds neat. Permanent season. Oh, there's 4 different seasons. Okay, yeah, change that weekly. That sounds neat. Day speed. I think last time I did this so that days were twice as long. I think that makes it so that a day takes like an hour or 2. Because I like having it take its time. So I like playing this game. I find it kind of relaxing. Some people may scoff at the idea of that. It's not relaxing at all. Yeah, let's put that up. Extreme combat. Enable extreme combat to allow the player to use weapons at all time. Changes the spawn of difficult, dangerous entities. Huh. Okay. That's fine. Okay. I like having all the settings listed across there. So we're not going to get all the super spooky stuff, but I want to see whether things have changed around the base at all. Has that changed? I'm going to be saying that a lot. This all looks familiar. I think the lights have changed a little bit. Seem a bit more yellow. How do I... Okay, there we go. Anything changed in there? There's some more books there. Yeah, that has changed. There's a drive in there again. Look at that. Yeah, it makes it reach a lot further. Looks like it's a lot more cluttered than it used to be. Yeah, yeah. I think there used to be like a pin-up girl on the wall. That's not there now. Ooh, I think there's some different trees. They have a bit more of a flare at the base. Huh. Keep your eye out. There could be spooky stuff in the woods. Last time I started a new game, there was like eyes floating over there. Signpost for the gate. There's a sign for the bridge. I like how oppressive the darkness is in this game. I might have been saying that in Dark Souls, but it's rare for games to actually just go completely black. I wonder if the map's changed any. Don't worry about that. That's probably just a pine cone. Base, gate, whiskey. Yeah. Oh, and for the longest time, I wondered what these were for. These concrete pillars. I even plotted them all out in the game. Apparently, they're there just so that you can have something to stick the cameras on. Which makes sense. But no greater purpose, apparently. That's what I like about the game. There's a lot of, like, secrets and hidden stuff in it. I wonder if there's anything more to do with the windmills now. I think there's some new flowers and such as well. Okay, where's that pine cone? There it is. No, I want to... Thank you. I'm taking the pinecone with me. The controls have changed, so it's throwing me off constantly. Oh, also, yeah, this game is very, very dark. So I can try and keep this, the flashlight on, but it's draining my flashlight battery, so I might want to turn it off, which means that you might not be seeing anything. I can see nothing as well when it's off, so... we'll be in the same boat. It's probably going to play hell with, Twitch's, what's it called? Bit rate and all. Ooh! Ooh, this is completely changed. The base has got a fence around it. It's like a path. Road. That is completely different. There's a ladder leading into the base over here? Oh. ATM? Why is there an ATM here? Okay. The bridge has changed as well. That's a lot wider. And it's paved too, looks like. Yeah, yeah. And it's made of metal. This used to be a wooden bridge. Be easy to see things when it's daytime. It's some weird, like... well, I see some shooting stars occasionally, I think. There's like some clouds zooming over really quickly. I wonder if I had a thought. When it came to the speed of the day, does putting it on 2 times make it move twice as fast, or is... Let me see. I'm gonna save. Then I'll go to the menu. So I'd like the days to take longer. I might have accidentally put them on twice as fast. The day speed. It doesn't really help me. Like, 1. Okay, 1-to-1 speed. 0.5. I'd assume that's faster, and that would be slower. That's like 2 times as slow. Right? Anyway. I'm going to keep it with how it was. So we'll just go back to there. Not gonna worry about it. Hello, welcome, welcome. You missed the first 2 hours. Oh dear. Don't worry, we've just been doing tutorial. I heard something in there. Sounded like something going woo. Yeah, this is all different. What, the trees rustling now? Man, the base has changed so much. This is the, I believe it's the 3rd iteration of the base. Ooh. Yeah, this is completely different. Ah, yes, I like lights. Oh, that's just the light for outside. Okay. It's actually like a proper entry room. We've got carpet in here too. Okay, let me put this down there. Oh, the very first was monstrous by any standards. Oh, okay, I didn't play that far back. Hey, the ATVs had a facelift. That looks cool. I like the company colors on it. It's got a little rack on the back as well. I wonder if you could, like, stick things onto it there. Right, is this going to be the same? Hang on. Yep, okay. Right. Yeah, this room is different as well. There's no window looking outside now. Hey, you. There we go. God, the place is absolutely filthy. Ugh. You're probably going to have to bear with me as I clean up the entire place. Though, again, as I say, as I've got in the title for this, this is a super unstable version. So, probably won't be continuing the game completely. There's a door behind there and it's boarded up. That's new. This is wide. This hallway was like here before. I pushed that out by a lot. Get out of here. Stupid things. This room has changed a little bit. It's a bit wider. That lift has changed. There's some heaters here too. This is different. It didn't used to go down as much. Ooh, that's different. This looks a lot nicer. There's a TV up there. There's a skylight. Ah, cool. Ugh. Complete mess. Ooh, the showers are bigger. This used to just have like the shower and the toilet there and the what's it called? Sink over there. But now we've got like 2 sinks, 2 showers, a toilet behind there, and a few stalls. Oh, okay. So what? One of the toilets just has these curtains in front of it. What? Oh, oh! I have to move that by hand. Okay, there we go. It automatically lets go at the door when it closes it. You got the fridge. There's a drive in there. Other stuff. Some plates in there. There's a sub in there? Ugh. Radiators are typical of the 70s electricity hogs. They don't look very effective. Bowls. What's this? Oh, a cookbook. Let's see. To serve man. No, that looks like custom art. I can see a Kerfo on it. And that cheese-eating monster on the back. Okay. Eerie, I think it's called. Hey, a notepad. No, notepads look different. Like a, yeah, actual spiral bound now. Instead of, being just like a clipboard. Who just puts rubbish on the bed? The window right next to the bed. Skylight. It's gonna be fun. Ooh. Wide balcony too. Tiny ineffectual window for the bathroom. And there's fireflies everywhere. Oh, is that the little... No. There was a little kick out before, and maybe it's underneath here? bunch of stuff on it. What's up here? Power. That thing. There's a burger. No, it's a chicken sandwich. I will take that chicken sandwich. Anything else up here? Oh, that's... Okay. That leads to the rubbish bins, but it's actually open to the sky. Or open to outside. Hmm. Oh, that's new. There's like a closable roof on the garage. Whoa. I was sliding on that. Fire exit. Well, I can't open it. Oh, damn it. I keep pressing C. Sorry. I don't want to drop down. Let's just climb. It's a bit of lag. Frame lag when I'm looking around. Ugh. Ow. Maybe it's all the items scattered all over the ground. I thought I heard the door, but I think it was just the one which I closed. Which I opened, coming from outside. Into the basement. Ooh. Hello. You're still there. Yeah, this is redesigned as well. Like, the basics of it is the same. The layout's the same, but the walls have different textures. And the ceiling has got like some depth to it. Door's the same. Meat's still in there. There's actually some snow and frost in there. Basement's much more cluttered. Yeah. There's a lot more stuff around. The incinerator. Wood chips. There's the, circuit breakers. You need to come down here. Is that still here? Yeah, it's still here. There's a pile of bones behind there. Okay. And there's also stuff under there. Chair and a bunch of food stuffs. This is gonna take ages to clean up. Ugh. Okay, what about this? Hey, can you... I'm glad these aren't physics anymore. The, curtains. They were a real pain. Used to flap all over the place. There's no light in here still. Something on the wall. What's that say? I want to go home. Okay. Well, close the door. What about the break room? Another TV. Broken. Filthy again. That's got a little kitchen area. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. What about the main room? Now that we've seen everywhere else. We got cubicles. Collapsed cubicles. Shower area. Basics of it look pretty much the same. A lot more stuff everywhere. Power block. Was someone fortified themselves in between all the cubicle walls? I can't really stand on them. Gonna be a mannequin or something in one of these, isn't there? No? Just a bunch of computers. It's the radar. Doesn't look like anything's shown up recently. There's a map of the valley. Is that different? Oh. Maybe? I don't know if the lake was on it before. Windows, filthy, as always. Hooray. There's all that. Tapes are a crucial part of the daily task. You must send both tapes every day to complete the daily task. Make sure they are both full of data. You must send both tapes every day. Do you mean like 2 of these, or a signal tape in those? No, there's no light in here either. That's the same. There's gonna be weird noises in here. 12, 11, 1, 7, 4. No, I did it. Oh no, that was right. Okay, now that I've nearly used up all of my batteries. God, this place is filthy. It's gonna be bugging me the whole time, sorry. Okay, I want to use. Well, I do have 2 batteries in here. Okay, take that. Take the MRE, which has now got separate items in it. Well, let's actually stick it onto the wall, right? Yeah, there we go. Oh, the chair spins. Get these things out of here. Don't want these other chairs cluttering up the desk area. Pick it up. Thank you. Can I sit and spin on it? I can! Whee! Sorry. Okay. That's actually quite a bit more useful. Before you couldn't do that. Welcome to your new job. My name is Leia, your main supervisor. You probably got through the learning period, but I'll remind you what your job is and what to do. Your job is basically scanning the sky for anomalous signals. They'll send you tasks, and you need to calibrate the satellite dishes and all that. Nuclear reactor is not implemented yet, so you don't need to worry about that. Gather the signals, process them, sell results to us. Look after the satellites, that's it. Good luck. What was that other thing? I skipped away from that. There was like a whole bunch of signals there. Ask you to do a quick task at the start of every day. Request a specific amount of drives that can range from level 0 drives to level 3. He won't ask for, unless it's changed, he won't ask for drives of a higher level than you're able to process. Well, he just says that, okay. Write down the server and number in a note. That seems the same. I think the hash code's longer. maybe. Attach it to the lid of a drive box and send it off with the drone. Okay, but I've turned penalties off, so it doesn't matter whether I do them or not. I like having that flexibility. If you normally, well, you can turn it on so that you can take penalties when you don't complete them, and it's like, eh. What items do we have here? Drive box, burger, food box, MRE, shrimp pack. That's all the same. Remote drone. That looks a little different. Maybe it's just a redone, the re-rendered images. Does the curve look different? A lot of this seems to be the same. Maybe some new chairs? Car keys can be useful if you lose the, where the ATV is. AGL rocket? What's that? Like fireworks? Glue bottle? Axle, hot dogs. Witch's hat. Yeah, it's like you can grow stuff in this game and make planters for things. Bake butter. Yeesh. A woolen boot. Oh, that must be for like Christmas. Theodinator. Pigeons. Seeds, whole bunch of different plants. So many different plants and flowers. Video cameras. That's new. And a tripod for a video camera. Don't seem fun to... Don't seem like they'll be fun to mess around with. There's the tapes. Tape A, tape B. Did it explain that? I'm hungry. You could buy an entire cubicle. Fuses. Those are new. Cement. Transformer upgrade. Physical modules. Lightning prediction. Log tapes compression. Radar colors. Radar alarm. Oh, when you buy the upgrades, you actually have to stick them into the objects. Okay. Fanny packs are very useful. You can catch more than one and then extend your inventory capacity. Right, yeah. You can buy a bum bag. I think you can get a backpack somewhere as well. Is there anything else under... Oh, right, I'm still in the chair. Get me out of this thing. Anything under here? No, this all looks the same. I mean, this setup hasn't changed. Well, that's not true. This has. Okay, what do I do? What do I do? Well, first, I'm hungry. Did I have food in there? I got this chicken sandwich. I guess I can eat that. Nom nom. What if it's pine cone? Eh. No, no, no. Use. Oh, that had a lot less in it than the other one. Food can. Oh, good thing I don't... Oh, yeah, it's got a pull tab on it. Fightful. Finish it off by downing the can itself. Backpack works differently though. The bum bag just affects your own character's carrying capacity. Oh, right, yeah, the backpack's like you have to take it off and take things out of it that way. What's this say? Machine erases the data from the drive. Insert the drive into the drive slot, press the button, wait a few minutes, then take the empty drive. Where's a sponge? There's a sponge. Frazzer windows. Hopefully they improve this. I can hear something. Hold on. Like a rumble? Oh, it's raining. Yeah, cool. Okay. Wait, how do I... Get this junk out of here. At least stack it up all into one place. Oh, you've come to watch me play this. I'm sorry. We're going to be spending the next, like, 2 hours for cleaning up the base. I don't know whether I should be bothering, because there's probably going to be a new version coming out sometime soon. It depends whether save files will carry over. I think from the developers, that was a... it depends. Oh, I'm sorry. You're stuck in there. Fine. You can just live down there. Now, I could just burn all this. That would get rid of it. Rest of the game, you needed more than just trash cleaning sim? I know. People like playing, what's it called, right? Wash cleaner. Wash simulator. How is this different? I don't know how I feel about all this other stuff being around. Like, it's neat, but at the same time, what am I going to do with it all? I kind of just want the room to be empty, but that's not really an option now. There's too much stuff around. I can't wrap my head around it. I'm probably just going to ignore it and then figure out what to do with it later. Give me that. That was the soap. Thanks, game. No, that's Or trash. I can see my glasses. They're right there. Please. Thank you. That's an option you can turn off. But I find it amusing. So we'll keep it on. The whole, at least it used to be, it probably still is, turning the glasses off to, and you have to find them again. Okay, that looks nice when it's cleaned up. Can I just, like, use that on the water? I can. Okay. I feel like the sponge is running out a lot faster than it used to. Oh, that didn't count as using it. Clean it. Can I clean those? They look like structural damage, but maybe it's just some weird fungus growing on the walls. Get me out. That's not getting out. I nearly flipped and hit my head. Okay. I don't think I can get rid of that. No, okay. That's there permanently, it looks like. Oh, that's going to be aggravating. Okay, fine. Let's look for a signal. Start with that. Okay, there's one up here. So we go over here. This one. Okay, so we center it there. I press Alt to switch to another one of these. He's better hang around for a good amount of time now, considering this seems like it will take a lot longer to do. It was already like you'd occasionally miss out on the signals because they just disappear. Okay, then we put this one over here. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, then press enter. I wonder if they added masonry tools to help deal with all those cracks. Maybe. Yeah, maybe you could use like some trowel or something to patch them up. There we go. You can hear the satellites all moving. Through the filthy window. How's that patch I cleaned up looking? Still clean. Okay. Previously, the windows would just get dirty really quickly. Like, they get little specks on them really quickly. So, I was flipping back and forth between cleaning them vigorously so that there's no stains on them at all, or I just left them because I couldn't be bothered for my own sanity. I hope they've toned it down a bit. Hello, welcome. There's also, like, don't clean the entire window, because if the entire window was clean, of course there would be a speck on it somewhere which would appear. So a lot has changed again, it seems. Yeah. This is a 0.9.0 super test version, so expect instability. Also, I decided to stream it instead of my usual local recordings. I'm familiar enough with the game, I don't think I'm going to be too fussed about it being a spooky game. People can keep me company. I said chat should be showing up on screen. I haven't been watching. I believe it is. Might be going a bit fast. It's an experimental thing. Probably only for these game. Only for this game. Not for other games I do. So I'll consider it for games which are in like 4x3. Okay, there we go. I think this is one of the things which trips people up a lot about the game. The fact that you can change these dials without looking at them. It's quite unintuitive. Because you think, oh, I have to look at the dial to use it. You don't have to. You can... There we go. Perfect 100. Also, the sound effects have changed. Oh no, it's showing up there. Am I buffering? I haven't dropped any frames. So that might just be on your end or Twitch, sorry. Yeah, I like these sound effects. I can hear a voice in there. Yeah, it's looping. That might be a little... I would probably change it to just be static instead of having like a voice in there slightly. Because I can tell already that it loops. Okay, there we go. That's close enough. Not perfect 100. Also, it's raining outside, so it's going to knock it off accuracy. So is YouTube dead again? Also heard 3 weeks ago YouTube and Amazon went down. Yeah, there was like a problem with AWS or something like that. There's like a big internet service or something like that. It was problems with Twitch and all. Those flicker quite a lot when you're at a distance. I don't know what that would be caused by. Maybe if there are a whole bunch of like individual little images, and then at a distance they're like, okay, it's only like at that distance. I guess it's having problems trying to display them all. That's handy though, being able to see all the different satellites and their strengths. Okay. That is going to take a while. Pick up the drive. Thank you. Slam it in. The controls have also changed. It's why it's being a bit of a problem for me. The way you pick up and use objects has changed. And also grabbing and like holding onto objects. You can get a bucket to help with this process a lot, but Let me make a small window through the grime. Ah, yes. Nothing's wanting to kill me out there. Again, we're playing infinite mode here. Not story mode. So... Oh, that was a... all these things. Can I walk through these? No. Okay. Okay. That's... Alright. You can't tell me there's stains on the bottom of that. That's a pool of water. Whatever. Can I close that? That's going to be the main door. There's a drive box in here. I think there's less mannequins around. Oh, maybe. Yeah, that's on. That's working. Where would the controls for that be? Behind one of the crates. If there is any, that is. Hey, there's the car keys. Pick those up. Another MRE. I'll take that. What's in here? A calculator. Drive, floppy disk, red, a stapler. What's the difference between the floppy disk colors? Yeah, it doesn't look like I could use the calculator for anything. No. More MREs. Oh, I didn't want to use that, but oh well, okay, fine. Let's have a look around. No, don't pick it up. Okay. That sounds different. Whoa, it's got fancy new wheels too. Hang on, let's see the controls. Lights, okay. View steering. Oh, okay. Hold down left control so you can steer where you're looking. Zoom is X, honks is left alt. Yep. Yeah, that seems pretty much the same. Oh, it doesn't turn as well as it used to. Let's go to the transformer up near over here. Papa, is it? This feels a lot heavier than it was before. Wait, what's that? Road blocked. Okay, why? Oh, I'm getting rather tired. Okay. I'm gonna go and have a snooze. And then we'll go out and explore. Oh! The ATV's wheels make sounds like what are they called? Dodgeball balls when you hit things. Okay. And have a... Russell, Russell. Oh, there's like periods of high wind now? Okay. There's been a lot of changes. Is it the tree dropping, like, sticks or something? Game seems to be running a lot rougher, but you presume that'll be ironed out when the update is out proper. Yeah. Yeah, the frame rate is... Well, you can see it's hovering around 20 frames. Oh, that's the, Right. What's... okay. Never mind, I can't use the fire exit. I guess it's no fire. Maybe they open up if you use a... If you set fire to these. Doors painted on. Yeah, it's just a fake door. They couldn't afford real fire exits, so they just painted them on. But this feels so heavy. That's pretty good. I mean, before it was bouncing all over the place. No, not that way. That's new. What's this doohickey? No, receiver antenna or something, I guess. Like, I don't know what it is, but maybe something to extend the range. Hello, welcome, welcome. Hope people are doing well. Also, hello. I read that the fire exits were glitched, so the dev made them static for now. Ah, okay. I guess they would be the first doors in the game which would swing open, instead of being slide open doors. This area feels like it's changed. Yeah, that path wasn't there before. Oh, hey! My automatic message worked. Hooray. Yes, I do have a Discord. As my handy-dandy bot just posted. I'd been fiddling around with stuff for a while back. But I had it all working. So, that's there. I think the link should still work. If people wish to join. If you don't, that's fine. I wouldn't get too excited about the chat. I probably won't have it on for a lot of streams. Maybe if only for this, if I do more streams of this, and possibly for games which are 4x3. Because then I have space which won't be on screen. But yeah. Only 4 years late. Hey, I have you know that I've been streaming for like 6 years now. I just don't really like having the chat on screen. Nothing against people, but I don't know. I don't like distracting away from the game I'm playing. As distracting as it is having me talking over them, I guess, but if I stream, I do things how I want, damn it. Even if they're maybe not advised. Let me make mistakes in peace. I'm not helping my case. I wasn't planning on it. Is there anything around here? Well, the well's going to be over there. I feel like there's a lot more grass around the place. It's still around 30-40 frames per second out here. What does having a Discord have to do with my stream? Yeah, stream notifications mostly. And a place for people to chat if they want and suggest games to me. Shared interests, I guess. I just made it sound like it was distracting. Look, I'm not very good at promoting myself. Community building. I guess that's the main purpose behind it. Right. This is all working fine, I think. Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, there's a lot in that one. Beef jerky bag. Let's say something beef jerky. Stew tray. We're just gonna eat it raw. Well, not raw, but eat it cold. Who's making a rattling noise out here? Even you have a Discord, you don't even stream. People requested one, so I set one up. Or I should say, enough people requested one, so I set one up. Not that it was a problem. I have no problem with it. Don't get me wrong. Look, I'll just stop talking. I'm very grateful that people are happy to hang out and talk about stuff, I guess. Talk about stuff. I am. No, I guess. Don't undermine yourself like that. Is this thing still around here? It says, abruptly changing topic. Yes, it is. There's one of those. Right. Can I put that in there?
No fiddlesticks. What?
Yeah, I knew that would happen. Last time you, like, did that, didn't you? And you put it into the slot. This is why I wasn't able to figure it out one time. Because, like, carrying it like that...
Oh, fiddlesticks. What now?
That doesn't work. Right click? No, I was right and left clicking. That should... I don't know. Is that from Half-Life 2? Yes. For people who haven't seen this game before, Voices of the Void is a game where you maintain satellites and get signals from space and listen to spooky sound effects from space. And occasionally spooky stuff happened, and there's secrets scattered around the map for you to find and mess around with. I quite like it. I find it rather relaxing. It is built in Unreal Engine 4. It's not built on the Source engine. It uses a fair amount of sound effects from Source engine, but it's not Source engine. Think about that later. That had to be in story because I did eventually figure it out. Yeah, right. Yes, that sounds familiar. Because I think I had someone tell me that you didn't have to be in story, but yeah, then there's that. And so I think I did do the same thing in story mode and it worked, so thanks for jogging my memory on that. You know, I said Source engine, but you heard Source engine. Yeah, the tomato sauce engine. Hello, welcome. Sauce and sauce. They're pronounced the same. Do you pronounce them differently? Sauce. Let's go have a look at the spooky house. Gazpacho engine. This place doesn't look like it's changed. How do you get up onto the roof again? I have to, like, climb up on this. Oh. No. Oh. Damn it. There we go. Okay, spooky noise possibly coming. Yeah. I know you from Half-Life. Well, there's a bush. There's a shovel. You can get that. I think the shovel model's changed. No, give me my nutrient bar. I need that. Well, I'd like to pick it up and put it in my inventory. There we go. TV. Can't do anything with that. Forget if there's anything else here. Papers on the wall. Yeah, okay. Yeah. There's that stuff up in the attic again, but I don't think anything has changed. It seems a bit janky. Yeah, the controls are... It doesn't help that the controls were recently changed in this update, so I'm used to how they used to be. I don't know if they've changed for the better. I don't think so. They're sort of... I would consider the control change to be about equal with how they used to be. Whoa. Yeah, I crashed the ATV and it makes a siren noise. The ATV does have health. And it will get damaged and blow up. Oh, it's got a battery in it. Oh, okay. I'd have to change the battery out of it. It's got 85 health at the moment. Out of 100. Previously, you could just have the headlights on permanently. Okay, what about over here? What's wrong with the bridge? Not for putting the ATV across? Looks fine. Look, I own this valley. If I want to drive the ATV across it, I will. Yes, I did think about just plowing them over, but... Look, it's already smoking. I don't want to damage it all. Oh, that's what you meant by crash. I just checked. OBS is reconnecting. Something's happened to my internet. Damn it! Why does that always happen? Temp 6. Okay. Well, I am going to save the game. And I will pause the recording here and I'll have a break and see if it comes back in a moment. Okay. I see that we're back. Hello. Sorry for that. My internet dropped out for some reason. I don't know why. There's no storm going on or anything. Pardon if people were waiting a bit. I took the opportunity to make myself a cup of tea. Anyway, I don't think that was Twitch. I think that was me. Well, I mean, my internet was down, so I don't know if Twitch is reaching out and disabling my internet for whatever reason. And very good. I just got a comment from one of the devs on their Discord saying that it's alright to stream the game. Hooray! Nice to ask permission, even if I went ahead with it anyway. Whatever. Anyway, let's continue on. I won't commit too hard. Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with that bridge. I just drove over it perfectly fine. The areas certainly feel a bit different. The layout's changed. This is what a drone would be useful for. Hang on. What? No, hang on. That's, yeah, right, okay, that's not weird. I thought I was further along than I was. That's the one near the lake. Has the lake changed? Hard to say. Maybe? Well, this is still here. This is like a deep pit. I think that's changed. I think the course of the river has moved. I don't know what this is for. Also, there's sugarcane. There's like a bunch of black rocks at the bottom there. The game's just got some things in it which are just weird. You can't explain them. There's one thing over here. Like that. I wonder if that's still there. It's gonna be difficult to find it. On foot. Up! Okay, here it is. Well, it sounds different here. You got your ATV stuck in the hole before you couldn't save it. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm constantly worried about that. Why does this spot sound different? There is an invisible rock there. I also had a biscuit. It was very nice. And it's getting foggy. Nothing around there. Okay. Ooh, I know what I want to check. Ow. Really? Should I turn fall damage off? I think usually I've played with it off. That wasn't falling very far. Okay, I wonder if I can still get over this. Okay, good. There we go. Oh! Oh, that's completely different. What the heck's this? A palisade? Ooh. I hear strange music. Like a whole little town. Yeah, it's like a cult compound or something. I think these houses are all the same ones. That would explain the odd symbols in them. Yeah, this is still the same as it was. What's that say? Miners safe something. Oh, then maybe that's where the green fire is. Now, I'm going to be saying stuff for people who are new to the game. It's not going to make a lot of sense. Okay, yeah, this is the same. Usually it's in reference to, like, events which occurred stuff which was around in previous games. In the previous versions, sorry. Yeah, okay, it's like same few houses over and over again. It's like a farm plot. And a rake. And a hoe. I guess you could turn this into a farm plot. That's a different symbol from previously. Expecting things to pop up when I go into the buildings. The game, I like the game because it doesn't have jump scares. It is, or, you know, it doesn't do, like, jump scares like that. It does in a few cases, but I know what causes them. But it's like, I feel it's like such an easy thing for a developer to flip on. And then all trust is broken. That's quite a different symbol. Okay. What about in here? That's very different. Does that look familiar? This doesn't look like the bird person which appears during the event with the hole, is it? No. No, they don't have 3 eye holes. Hello? Okay, let's see. Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars... No, Jupiter. Wait, hang on. Neptune, Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Earth... The Moon and Venus? I guess. I mean, Venus is about the same size as Earth, so... Doesn't make sense for it to be that small. A bit... Maybe a bit too big on there. Those are planets, maybe something happens when they align. Yeah. And maybe there's a specific day. Some symbols and such on here. Hard to see. I like the pixely style it goes for, but it's really not good for, like... trying to convey specifics. I mean, it's all pointing to it. So... yeah. Something must happen. Maybe here on a specific alignment. Mysteries! Nice! I like it. Previously, this area just had one of these stone houses. That was all that was there. It was a spooky house. I thought something would happen there. I don't think anything does. Anything did. I kept cameras on it for quite a while and I didn't see anything. There was a green fire which appeared in the forest, further up this way, at night. That'll be a stick. Which, as I learned later, you could actually do something with the fire. But, I didn't consider it because it was green, and I thought, I guess green fires, to my mind, well, I never considered putting it out. And I think it just makes a plushie appear. That's something I'm a bit unsatisfied about the game, I guess. There's a bunch of secrets in the game, but some of them just lead to, like, plushies and stuff. Which, I know they're not the main focus of the game, but... Certainly how difficult some of them are. Just leading to something like that is a bit disappointing. I am leaving my ATV behind. Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay. That's not too far. Never mind. That was a cool discovery. Yeah, a bunch of bins. They've always been here. What am I doing? I was thinking wheel one back to base so that I can put stuff in it, but I think there's some near base. This is different. Yes. I sort of saw this and I didn't register it. This is another tower? For what? Security tower? No, it's a satellite tower. Or a radar tower. Or something. Huh. Coordinate radar is working fine. Oh, that's where the fuses go. Yeah, let me just take a fuse out while it's still on. It'll be perfectly fine. I like the animation for that. It's cool. I guess this is where it gets the coordinates for the base from? My radar could go down now from the look of it. Oh, that... You're right. That might be it. Ow. Damn it. Okay, that's it. I'm turning off full damage. Where is it? I'd have thought it would be under player. Extras? No. Game rules. Autosave Velma mode. No. World. No. Wait, what's that one? Change the input method for action menu interactions from left mouse button to releasing the E key. No, let's just keep it how it is. Customization. No, MISC, maybe? Maybe there isn't a way to turn it off. Well, okay. I guess I'm gonna have to cope with it. This area kind of looks like it's the same. This is a tree test area. Or it was. Oh, pizza. Coffee bag. Yeah, that's all the same. The what? New trees test polygon. Take some food. Don't mind if I do. Instead, don't mind if I do. Give me that chicken sandwich. And a food box. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Apparently something can happen in here. I've not seen anything. Okay, let's go back to the ATV. And, oh, bugger. Oh. Right, okay. I gotta be careful. Don't worry, it's just a little bit of blood. It's perfectly fine. Pain is weakness, leaving the body. Yeah, see, I stopped bleeding. The game's health meter isn't immediately visible. Isn't something which is like a meter on screen. Your screen gets like vignetting to it. And it goes red when you take damage. So you can see it slightly dark around the corners of the screen. I think it regenerates slowly over time, but... Okay. If I wanted to change the battery on this, how would I do so? Where do you put the battery in a quad bike? In the front? Spare tire slot. Wait. Oh. Oh, the tires have durability. They're called mid-year. Huh. Thought it would be under the bonnet. Oh well. Whatever. But the battery's there somewhere. Maybe you have to plug it in or something. I didn't see a cable. There's also this area here. This might have changed. Do not enter. We can't enter. There is a, keypad there with a code for it. But I don't know the code for it. However, there used to be... Yeah. You can see there's a key card there on the ground, and you need to get a hook to hook it out of their, out of that room, and then you can use the key card on the, door. Place is a friggin' mess. I can hear flies. Okay, you done? Hey, you're done! You remembered it. Well, I didn't actually quit the game, so... Okay... nothing there. What was this? Oh, Spectra and... Oh, interesting. Huh, okay. I can't process it. I don't have processing. And we don't have any cameras. Yeah. No, hang on. Processing level. Yeah. Don't have enough points for that. That's fine. Actually. I just saved it onto the computer. So now it's here in the database. You can even play it on here. Noisy, but okay, let's get another signal. No, that was the wrong thing. Okay, it's shift. Okay. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, now you press Alt, switch to another one. I think there was something about being able to move them all at the same time, like linking them up with the main part, but I don't remember that. Maybe that's an upgrade. Ah. No, hang on. Okay. Okay. No? Hang on. Okay, okay. I get what's happening there, I think. I don't think I can describe it, but I think it's it's moving that like that color to the main cursor. Oh. There we go. Okay, then we hit 1,000, so we have to go all the way back down again. There we go. I saw the lights flickering, which means I think one of the transformers is getting a bit broken. It's still day one, so we don't have any tasks. Right, there's all this now. This is the information from the floppy disks. And you can put them onto the zip drives, but I don't understand. I guess when they send me a message asking for it, it'll make more sense, but... Well, that still doesn't do anything. No. I can move the map, though. That was like that in the previous version. Yeah, I'll just eat cold noodles, which have been outside for who knows how long. Okay, I'm gonna have another snooze. There's another door behind there. Another, fire escape, I guess. Now, maybe I should have put a post on my Discord chat that the stream's back. Let me just do that quickly. Okay. I am organized. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Right there. This is that one. Okay. Oh no, hang on. This feels like it controls different. I feel not slidier. It's like, oh, I don't know. I think for this one, you're looking for like a door or one of these pillars. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay, I succeeded. There we go. No, I don't want to put that. Okay. No, I want to... Thank you. Okay. You have to hold it to put it into your hand. Okay, hey, it's done. Looks like a signal of Earth. Wait, hang on. Okay. Oh, it's this one.
We step out of our field of history into the universe, seeking only peace and friendship. We teach if we are called upon, to be taught if we are fortunate. We know too that our planet and all its inhabitants are but a small part of this immense universe around us, and it is with humility and hope that we face this.
We've heard that many times. It's an actual recording that is put on, I think, the Voyager program. Oh! Yeah, fantastic. Let me just chuck those. There we go. Okay, let's have a look for another one. It's not around here. It's still cooling down. Ugh. Hello, welcome. Day 1. I've been hired to monitor signals from the space. I consider myself lucky to get this chill job. That is until I actually got to the site. They forgot to mention that this place was a seriously run down facility. Everywhere I look, there's trash, and the building is seriously dilapidated. They also forgot to resupply the pantry. I've had to resort to scavenging nearby dilapidated buildings for food. On the plus side, though, I don't have to wear pants for work. How's it going? Where was that signal? Just completely disappeared. There it is. Okay. So, if I do this... No? I don't understand what's going on with that. I'm just gonna move them manually. I thought I had figured that out, but... guess not. Would you triangulate, or would you, like, pyramidate in space? Because it's a 4D space. I guess you'd have to do that on Earth as well. I heard it. There we go. Oh, I did copy that Earth signal into the computer. I'll do that after this. There we go. Uh, this one, I think it was. Damn it. I'm trying to use the old keys. Keys still. Copy it in, save it, and get it out, and then that. Okay. Pick it up, jam it in. Okay. I think it's typically for different areas rather than all clustered on one side like this. So telescope A would be several kilometers from telescope B, with C potentially being further than ether. Ends up being trigonometry. Right, right. I was just thinking, like, because you could, like, put a triangle around an object, but you don't really know how far away it is. No, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't understand it. It's going far beyond my comprehension level. I guess it doesn't really matter. You're just looking at, like, a flat section of space. So how distant the signal is doesn't really matter if you've got them pointing in the right direction. It's not like you have to, like, gauge how far away it is. As long as you're pointing at it. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. Okay. 3 things. Let's see. Me. The ATV. And... I don't think the camera's out the front of the base still. Oh no, it is there. But it's not on. So what would the other one be? Is one of them the satellite itself? Radar thing on top of Alpha, if you recall right. Yes, right. Yeah, it's the big ball thing. So yeah, that all works out. Don't go knocking them over. Ugh. There's going to be hell with one of the events where everything just gets knocked over. It's just going to be utter chaos and everything goes all over the place. Thankfully, these are quite light. Yeah, you could just sit behind there. Yeah. I can't pick that up. It's too heavy. I don't know what I expected. That would disappear, I guess. What's this thing? What? Oh, there it is. We may have hit a crash. The game just froze. I can hear high winds outside. Oh, hang on. It might not be crashed. It might have just dropped. Wait, why is it showing the bed? Let me see. Yeah, okay. One moment. Let me just, doesn't say that it's crashed, but it's not doing anything, so I will quit it. As it says, this is a super unstable version. Let me reload that. You gonna show up? Please? Come on. Why aren't you showing up? You did before. Uh... Okay, fine. I will capture it with that. It's slightly off center. There we go. Let me just fix that. Okay. Hang on, is that going to stop? That's going to stop loading it, isn't it? Yeah, that's frozen the screen. Damn it. Okay. One moment. That's not updating the visuals. Now it's doing it. This is quite a bit back. Well, we didn't do anything immediately important. Can I have it so that it saves every 5 minutes? Game rules. Auto saves. Oh no, it's every it's not even on. Okay. Now make an auto save every 5 minutes. I'm not gonna get too attached to it, but also I'm glad I can still carry the ATV above my head. Ooh, I didn't even see this. Right, that's the fire escape there. I mean, yeah, the fire door. Fire escape door. Yeah, okay. Oh. Anything else around? I'm gonna bring one of you inside. Okay, so, yeah, it's before we got the other two signals. That's fine. Don't get attached to any of it. I think I'm still getting a bit confused over this because I I don't need to move this. I just need to move the 3 others. Oh, interesting. Yeah, just like blurry. Yeah, they can go over that. Okay, there we go. Okay. That's what it means, right. Oh, Bean, you better not get full. What's with the rubbish disappearing? That's weird. Is it like... Oh! Oh, okay. I get it now. The rubbish isn't like this. It even says it right there. I was looking at it as like individual objects, but it's actually just like a pile of rubbish, and there's 5 things which make it up. So when I use it, I'm just picking up an object out of it. Okay. I guess that saves on how many items there are scattered all over the place. Nothing. Okay. This will be a different signal from the one which we got before. I'm pretty sure. Whoop. Okay. Do I dare start moving these things again in case the game crashes? Well, I've got the autosave on. Look, it's testing. If it crashes again, then we'll know it's something to do with what I'm doing, rather than just a random event because of the wind or something. I don't know. That's what I was afraid of. These things are just like stacking up dominoes. Ugh. Damn it! Look, just... Remain calm. Okay. I mean, I don't know why I'm even bothering to do that. It's just going to collapse as soon as something happens anyway. That makes me feel better. Against all evidence to the contrary. I feel fantastic. No. Lid open. I said lid open. Stop flapping around, you. Thank you. Now there's a keyboard. And a computer. Get in there. Thank you. Made a joke while playing this in VC with a couple of friends. You had no idea what kind of animals worked here, because you can't believe people would let a place get this bad. This version's even worse. Yeah, it's... Ugh. Oh, it's a piece of glass. Sturdy glass. It is, rather infuriatingly messy. It's like, I don't even know how you'd get all this rubbish all over the place. Like, rubbish has to come from somewhere. It's not just, there's a rubbish dimension which opens up. And just spits rubbish everywhere. So someone ordered, like, 20 Nokias or something and just decided to scatter them all over the place. I'm analyzing it too much. Get in there. Thank you. And that is being very slow. 12.9? Been going this whole time? Oh, whatever. Long term, I guess. Get it? Thank you. Like, bit by bit, we are bringing order to the chaos. Well, that's the... Yeah, that's the detector finished. I hope I can fit you in there. Very good. Sadly, I don't think you can fit pigs in these anymore. That was fun while it lasted. There's actually stuff in there. Huh. How would I lift this up? I can slide it around on the ground, but I can't, like, flip it over. Before, I think I'd, like... step away from it? But I can't really. Huh. Oh well. I guess you will live there. You would have to make like a ramp or something, I think. How are the satellites going? Are some of them down? No. They all seem to be working. Let's calibrate them. Ah! Okay. Oh, you're not. You're down. 1, 0, 6, 8, 2, 4, 1. These are all working. Maybe I need to turn some other things off. What's this? You can do SV.target with different types of objects, such as ATV, car, vehicle, coordinate radars, alpha base, home, different satellites by their name, miscellaneous objects. Okay, thanks. Yeah, okay. Let me just take this off the screen. Don't you... Okay. Can I sit and spin on one of these? No. Damn it. I guess if you have to use all this rubbish to be able to make the upgrades now, it makes sense for there to be more. I think that was something it mentioned, didn't it? Let's think about... Oh, nice, I can see all the stuff in it. What's the capacity of this? 1,760, and I've filled it up by about halfway. Oh, even a cardboard box has still less on it. The rubbish does have use. You can craft stuff out of it. This stuff... Actually, that's a good point. Yeah. You can use a shovel on to turn it into usable stuff. I forgot about that. I'm just so used to stacking it all up. Ah, it's like I planned ahead of getting this shoveled, isn't it? It wasn't planned. I just picked it up because it was there. Okay. I had grabbed the lid there and it had taken away the ability for me to turn the camera. Okay. Or anything around here? Wait, what's that? Oh, interesting. Oh, that might be where we have to put the upgrades. You have to unscrew those. Or unbolt those? Let me... Are you done? 50%. Well, you're still accurate, so you're just taking a while. Got a PC soft. Energy consumption. It says 100, flickering around near the top. Oh, here we go. Text block. Smiley faces. Angry face. Person with a beer. Broken heart with a... one of the aliens? Rain and something. Okay. Did you get all that? Let me see. Right. Ah, it takes a little while for it to turn off. Does that help things? Energy consumption has gone down from 100% down to 86%, so I guess it's got a little bit more to work with. Maybe it'll speed it up. It's the first time I've had to actually mess around with that. It might have been a mechanic in the previous ones, which I should have messed with, but I never found any real need to. It's like, oh, it's taking a while. Okay, whatever. I just be patient. Go to sleep. what you remember reading in the older versions, it would also reduce the transformer degrade rate. Okay. I did consider that. I mean, like, again, I'd usually just include the transformers in my route to boot the button, so they'd rarely go down anyway. Heading off to bed. Well, thanks for joining, Kibbits. I hope you have a good rest. I think I'm going to increase the time for that. Hold on, one moment. Let me see. How do I do that? Oh, that might be in this. No, I might not be able to do that. You know, I set this up. Then now I've forgotten how I've forgotten how it works. Okay, whatever. I can mess with that later. Not important. Okay. The chat pop-up, I'm using a program which is pretty powerful, but it's a bit complicated. Oh. Frame rate's still getting quite rough. Oof. Oh well. You know, test version and all. How are we going for time? Whoa. Yeah, okay. I am going to have a snooze, see if the signal has finished downloading. And if it has, we'll listen to it, and then I'll probably call it there for tonight. Oh. I have to hold down the use button now to use the bed. See, still more of the map which I haven't explored. All the way over near Romeo and everything. And up near where the Stonehenge is. I should go back over to that compound also, because there could be something which happens when after you've gone there. Oh, another nightmare. Oh, Burger Dream. Nom. I think there's more... Ah, frick. Oh well. Way on your move, on your view. Oh. In the dreams. Controlling it is even more difficult than it was. Okay, are you done? You're done! Oh, right, I turned that off. Let me put that back on. It might be faster just for me to run down there and turn it on myself. Yeah, maybe not. What? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Never mind. Please, reattach yourself. Thank you. Hang on, there's a fourth thing on the radar. Where's that? Down there. Okay. That's down near... Where is it? Victor. It's probably a deer. Did I copy that? Get out of the way. No, I don't want to turn off downloading. Yeah, I did. Okay. Delete one of them. Turn that back on. Okay. Anything else which I want to have a look at quickly before we end it? Let's see here. Room's changed too much, really, to be sure. What's around the tree? Has anything changed there? Is it dropping sticks? There's a rock. Anything under there? It's like it's changed its shape, but I can't actually get close to it. Yeah, that's still there. Oh! Well, it seems like they fixed the Dr. Kell jump scare. The mannequin's still hanging. This has changed also. The entire structure is different. Food's still up here. Okay, there's those lights over there now for that tower. Can't even see the compound from here. It's quite big too. You'd think you'd be able to see something. Oh, that's the hole area. That's the, what are they called? The workers' buildings. Was that visible from here before? And there's another tower over there. And one over there too. So let's see, there's one there. One over there. There's one there. Is there one over there? You think there was a lot of tree coverage originally? Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, the trees have been changed, so it's making things a lot more visible. I can't see Stonehenge there. I think the moon model's changed. I wonder if I've got the moving trees back. Those had disappeared for a while. Maybe they only showed up in infinite mode. But I think the last version I didn't come across a single one. They used to be all over the place. What else? Oh, it's fine. Just put it there. Let's go have a look at the transformer. This still seems pretty much the same. I can't interact with it. This is just here to show you which ones have broken. This fence goes all the way around the base, doesn't it? I thought I heard something. Oh, I think it's just a base. Oh! Okay, it actually extends across the river. Oh, chicken sandwich. Yum yum. Slightly waterlogged, but it's still perfectly fine. Hopefully. Frick. A possum jumped on the roof in real life. Stupid thing spooked me a bit. Yeah, okay, the fence just ends here. Okay, well, I think we'll call it there and probably continue with this next time. Doesn't seem hugely unstable. Like, yeah, the frame rate's a problem and it crashed once, but I'll probably do another stream of this. In infinite mode. At least. Yeah. Depending on, we'll see if maybe they'll come out with another version again tomorrow or something. But yeah, well, thank you very much for joining me for this test stream in some ways, and I hope you'll join me again next time.